And now on to the recognizing the employee-owned companies for 2018 conference. A few awards. The first award we'll be handing out is getting your ESOP off to a good start. We like to celebrate those companies that really engage their employees right at the beginning of becoming employee-owned. And we have two of those companies this year that have a great story. The first company is Priority Designs. They're an industrial design company located in Columbus, Ohio. The company was founded in 1990 by Paul and Lois Collada. The Colladas established the business with core principles that facilitate a transition to employee ownership when the time came to move on to the next phase of ownership. Those principles include eliminating hierarchy and removing barriers with clients, building collaborative partnerships, creating long-term value within the organization, and encouraging their teams to live balanced lives. This has led the company to grow organically and be 2 to 3 times more effective than their competitors in responding to clients' needs. What has set Priority Designs apart is the team members' individual responsibility and freedom to generate solutions without being micromanaged. When the time came to sell the business, the solution for employee ownership was an obvious one. With careful research, planning, development, and working on that transfer plan, they were able to sell the business recently via a 100% ESOP-owned company. And the Colladas will remain involved in the business for the next few years as the management team and the company develops. To accept that award today, co-founder and CFO Lois Collada will accept on behalf of Priority Design. Our second award winner for getting ESOP off to a good start this year is Dave Dennis, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Dave Dennis is the largest volume new car dealership in Dayton, Ohio, as well as the largest Chrysler dealership in the Columbus, Cincinnati, Indianapolis, and Dayton regional market. So they have real impact within their community, but the corresponding areas. The company prides itself in its community-minded attitude that was initiated by founder Dave Dennis and has continued with his son Jason. Just in his 50s, Jason still loves the automotive business, but wasn't interested in continuing to work 60 to 80 hours a week into his 60s or 70s like many of his counterparts. He was looking to step back and enjoy other things in life, so he started thinking about succession planning. He felt a high level of responsibility to the employees who helped build the business and started to explore an ESOP ownership structure, which he grew to like. He spent a year attempting to validate selling to an ESOP. Since he couldn't find any reasons not to, he decided to move forward with an ESOP in June of 2017 to make Dave Dennis Chrysler on 100% employee-owned business. He remains active in the business, managing the transition team to employee ownership, which has been positively received. Jason Dennis is here to receive the 2018 Getting Your ESOP Off to a Good Start award on behalf of Dave Dennis Chrysler. Our next award is the 2018 ESOP Impact Award. We typically don't give awards out to 100% ESOP companies that sell to an outside investor or buyer. Such transactions typically dilute the impact of all the ESOP benefits to the underlying employees. Betcher Industries is not your typical ESOP sales story. Betcher is a 300-employee developer and manufacturer of cutting tools in the food processing industry, with customers across the U.S. in 50 countries. The company was founded in 1944 and became 100% ESOP between 2012 and 2014 as part of a family business succession planning plan. Betcher, like many companies, was overtly dependent on a single business line and was seeking to diversify its market opportunities. Betcher was unable to find the right acquisition opportunity, even after looking many places. They developed a relationship with a private equity firm as they explored acquisition opportunities. it became apparent that they needed to change the ownership structure of the company if they were going to be able to meet their long-term goals. The company was sold for a premium price and still retained minority interest stake for the ESOP in the transaction. The deal had positive results in many areas. The company is now in a position to go forward and meet its long-term goals. The employees still retain an ownership stake in the business and an interest in their future growth, which has allowed the Betcher industry to retain its robust culture, while only losing 2 employees who were not expected to depart with the sale. I think that's pretty incredible for a company that size. And probably the biggest thing, with the premium that they received for the sale, over a third of the company employees received over $500,000 each, and many others that benefited as well. Many of the employees could have elected to retire after the sale. However, they chose to stay and work at a rewarding company. Given this, we are pleased to recognize Betcher Industries as a recipient of the 2018 ESOP Impact Award. Don Ash is here to receive the award on behalf of Betcher Industries.
I want to thank the association here for recognizing Betcher, and it's an opportunity for us to tell our story, which we're going to do in one of the breakout sessions this afternoon. It's a fascinating story. It demonstrates that not only can private equity and an ESOP coexist, but in fact they can thrive, and we are very much thriving, and our future looks bright because of the transaction we did. So it is a transaction, when we look at the employees within Betcher, 300 of them who have now a 20% stake as employee owners in the company, we made a decision to do this divestiture so that they would have that 20% stake, and that 20% stake would grow very quickly over the coming years. So it's really an exciting time for us, an exciting sort of new ground that we're plowing here with our partners, MPE partners. So thanks again. Thanks, Roy.
Our last individual company award is the John Logue Excellence in Employee Ownership Award. John Logue was the founder of the Ohio Employee Ownership Center and was a major force in helping create and sustain employee ownership in Ohio. Each year, we like to recognize an individual or company that has stood out to positively impact employee ownership in Ohio in John's honor. This year, we'd like to recognize an ESOP that has been both a steady as well a dynamic champion of employee ownership. And they're right here in our backyard. Fastener Industries was founded as a holding company in 1960 and has expanded to include 3 divisions and 3 wholly owned subsidiaries in the fastening, manufacturing, distribution industry. The company has been 100% ESOP owned since 1980 and now has 190 employees and 250 participants in the ESOP. The company's CEO, back when the ESOP was being developed, was Rich Bernanke, who was a leading ESOP voice in Ohio and nationally. He instilled an impressive employee ownership culture and mentality that has continued to thrive under the current CEO, Pat Finnegan. Perhaps the one thing that speaks to the impact on employee ownership culture is the fact that the workers are continually recruiting family members and friends to join the workforce. For all that they have done for employee ownership in Ohio over the years, we are pleased to bestow the 2018 John Logue Employee Ownership Excellence Award to Fastener Industries. Accepting that award on behalf of Fastener Industry is Pat Finnegan.
I'll take the opportunity to say a few words. First of all, it's an honor to have this award. It's driven by our 190 employee owners and how they take care of the company. We were also fortunate in 1980 to get off to a good start like these other 2 companies here. And that good start was driven by Rich Bernanke's vision. He set things in motion. He could have done a management-led buyout, but he was reading about Lou Kelso's ESOPs, and he wanted to include everybody, and he did. And the second thing that really helped us get off to a good start was John Logue and his group. They were invaluable in teaching our employee owners what it meant to be an employee owner, both the privileges and the responsibilities. So to be connected with an award with his name on it is a special point of pride for our company. Thank you.
And now on to our milestone awards. We like to highlight companies who celebrate every 5-year anniversaries for every 5th year. Our first milestone award goes out to our only worker co-op who's being recognized today, and that is Patty Cake Bakery. They've been in business for 5 years. They're a vegan bakery in Columbus. Also celebrating 5 years, though as an ESOP this year, is Helly Construction. Celebrating 10 years as an ESOP this year, Remington Products Company. We have 3 ESOP companies that will be celebrating 20 years as an ESOP this year. The first is Automated Packaging Systems. The second ESOP company that is celebrating 20 years is Brainerd Rivet. And the third ESOP celebrating 20 years is Kraft Fluid Systems. And we have an ESOP company celebrating 30 years as an ESOP this year, and that is Star Leasing Company. And going a little far from the ESOP celebration, not in total years as an ESOP, but what we'd like to do today is recognize the Wilbert Company, who is celebrating their 100th year as in business. So would all the Wilbert people please stand up? I think that's just fantastic. This concludes the award part of our ceremony, but I hope you all have a great day. Again, continue to go to the sessions, enjoy, talk to people, ask questions, and we will start the next session at 1:30, so you have some time to network and mingle. Thank you.